We are back here on the Senior Network, and we're talking to Natalie Lucas, Optimal Hearing Solutions, and I'm really excited to talk to you today. We're going to talk about people who don't like to wear their hearing aids.
Right.
Not mentioning any names. Yeah.
Right. I was saying there's nothing that drives me more crazy than hearing somebody who's invested a bunch in hearing aids and puts them in a drawer where that helps no one.
Well, I think people get frustrated initially not knowing what to expect, and maybe that's a way we start this conversation.
I tell people hearing aids are not a one and done. When you first get a hearing aid, here's your brain and here's the hearing aid, and your brain's going, you just put something foreign in my body.
Okay.
There's a total disconnect. Only with regular wear, creating new habits, can the brain accept the hearing aid as one with the body, and that's when you start hearing well. And our brains are kind of funny. Every time you stick them in a drawer and walk away from them, the brain's going to revert back to its old ways.
Old patterns die hard.
Absolutely.
So how do you suggest that people get in the habit? Because if you've not worn hearing aids, how do you even explain what people can expect when they put them in?
I tell people you have to be committed to getting through the first 3 weeks to a month. If you're coming in with 1 foot out the door, then don't waste your time. You've got to commit to hearing a lot of extra noises that you haven't maybe heard in some time. And it is just that. It's creating a new habit. We're all stuck in our ways. We all, have our same routines every morning. And so part of what I tell people to do is sandwich putting your hearing aids on in between 2 things you do every morning. Brush your teeth, then put your hearing aids on, and then comb your hair.
Okay.
Because half of the battle is creating that habit and doing it from the beginning, and not saying, okay, I'm just going to wear my hearing aids here or there, but committing to putting them on every day and wearing them.
You know what's, and also I think a lot of this is kind of your mindset. I remember hearing my dishwasher, hearing, just the silliest things that I really hadn't heard or paid attention to. I don't even know if I could hear them or not, but I was paying attention because they were amplified, and it was a gift almost. Well, until my 2-year-old started crying. Right. Then I was like,
There are always certain sounds. Emptying the dishwasher can be particularly offensive in hearing aids. But my favorite patients are the ones who get excited about that. I had a new patient just recently, and she collected clocks. And the first week she came back after her first week in hearing aids, well, she had not heard all of her clocks ticking for quite some time. And she came in just smiling ear to ear because she'd been listening to the clocks tick.
Oh, that's cool. How do you decide what kind of hearing aid for what patient? Are just different kinds of hearing loss, or?
Different kinds of hearing loss can be aided differently. So certain hearing aids are better for different types of loss than others. Lifestyle comes into the factor. Dexterity and fine motor skills can come into play.
Oh, I never thought about that.
So there are a lot of different variables. I always tell people, weigh the hearing loss. I can give you a recommendation based on your loss and what will suit you. Your lifestyle, how social and active are you, or do you lead a quiet life? Technology matters. Do you want all the bells and whistles, or you keep it simple person?
Well, and I'm laughing and I'm smiling because you're talking about habit. And I was sort of back there because I put my hearing aid in and then my earrings in, and it's like having double holes in my, it's like you don't even think about it anymore. It's really fun to talk to you because I think demystifying hearing aids and making them a kind of more user-friendly, which they really are.
Hearing aids can be really overwhelming to people in the beginning because most people don't know a lot about them until all of a sudden they decide to go and get their hearing tested. And there's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of ads and, people...
noise.
Yes,
that's the right word.
A lot of noise.
There really is. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Stay with us. There's a lot more to come here on the Senior Network.